Hello everyone, it's me Uncle John. Today I am going to read All Aboard Level 5, Unit 11, Famous People. Activity 2, Read and Listen. Why are Matt and Megan's pictures in the museum? Matt and Megan were trapped in a dark room under the school, but then a light was switched on and they could see. Gretch was there. It's a museum, said Matt. The room was cleaned and painted by the janitor, said Gretch. All of the objects were collected by children at the school. The information was written by the children too, but they were helped by the history teacher. The pictures of famous people were taken by the art teacher. There are pictures of us, said Matt. We aren't famous. You are famous on this island, said Gretch. But you will go home if you choose to find final clue correctly. It is in this museum. Answer the question: who cleaned and painted the museum? Who collected the object? Who wrote the information? And so on. Activity 1. Read and listen to the story, then act it out. The pictures were all taken at different times. They show the first 8 clues. Here is the ice cream cone. It was eaten by wasps. Do you remember? Yes, I do. And then we found the tray. We left the shovel at the movie theater. We were chased by mummies. Wait a minute. Look at the first letter of each clue. It's... I don't follow you. We can make a sentence. It's a dream. The final clue begins with M. The mirror. This is weird. What's happening? Is this the end of our adventure? Wait and see. Activity 2. Complete using was or were and the correct unit numbers. This unit 11 talks about the ground points as a passive voice. 수동태, 과거형 수동태를 배워봅니다. So you can say, first puzzle was solved by Megan. Students were taught English by Uncle John. Students were taken to a trip, and so on. Page 96. Vocabulary. Look and complete the chart. Verb and a person. You put or er, and then the verb becomes a person. Act, actor, build, builder, dance, dancer, paint, painter, sing, singer, teach, teacher. Activity 2, read and complete, then listen and sing. I want to be a dancer. Ready?
Activity 2. Listen and sing. I want to be a dancer.
I want to be a dancer and dance with Britney Spears. I want to be a painter and paint for years and years.
I want to be a builder and build a house on Mars.
I want to be an actor and act with movie stars.
I want to be a singer and make a hit CD. I want to be a teacher and teach great kids like me.
Now we're going to move on to page 97. You're going to read and complete, then listen and check.
Unit 11, Lesson 4, Activity 2. Listen and check. American history.
Christopher Columbus is famous as the explorer that discovered America. But America was discovered thousands of years before Columbus arrived. The Europeans just didn't know that America existed. Native Americans were the first people to live in North America. They arrived about 15,000 years ago. The Europeans first arrived about 350 years ago. At first, the Europeans were friends with the Native Americans, but later they fought with them. A lot of Native Americans were killed. The others were forced to live on reservations. The Inuits came to North America from Asia about 5,000 years ago. They stayed in the far north. The land was covered with snow and ice all year, so they couldn't grow food. They hunted reindeer and caught fish. Their homes were built from snow and ice. They called them igloos. There are still Inuits in North America, but most of them have jobs and modern houses now. Different groups of Native Americans already lived in Central America and South America when Columbus arrived. There were Aztec, Inca, and Mayan people. Their countries were conquered by Europeans. A lot of Native Americans were killed.
Answer the questions on activity 3. Give your own opinions. Why did the Europeans come to America? Number 2, why were so many Native Americans killed? Do you know about any other Native American people that lived in Central or South America? Page 98. Look at the pictures in activity 1. Activity 2, ask and answer. Activity 2, number the pictures and write the names. Page 99. Activity 1, read, then complete and answer the question. This is the Soccer World Cup trophy. It's solid gold. It was made in 1974 by an Italian artist named Guernica. When a country wins the World Cup, the name of the country is written on the trophy. The winners keep the trophy for 4 years until the next World Cup competition. Then they are given a copy of the trophy. They can keep the copy, but it is in solid gold. Activity 2, listen and number. However, this was not the first World Cup trophy. The first trophy has an interesting story. This is the story of the first World Cup trophy. You're going to listen and number the pictures. Ready? Okay, let's do it.
Unit 11, Lesson 6, Activity 2. Listen and number. 1. The first World Cup trophy was made in 1930 by a French artist. It was a statue of a woman, and it was made of gold. 2. In 1966, the World Cup competition was held in England. The trophy was brought to London before the start of the competition. It was stolen. 3. The trophy was found under a hedge by a dog. The dog was named Pickles. His owner, Mr. Corbett, was given $5,000. There were pictures of Pickles in the newspapers. He became a very famous dog. 4. In 1970, the Soccer World Cup was won by Brazil for the 3rd time. They were given the trophy to keep. 5. In December 1983, the trophy was stolen again. A security guard was tied up by the robbers. This time, the trophy was never found.
Page 90, page 100, the real Robinson Crusoe. Part 3. Alexander Selkirk had been alone on the island for years. He had looked for ships every day. One day he saw 2 ships. They stopped near the island. He was very excited. He ran to the beach. Suddenly Selkirk realized that the ships were Spanish. At the time, England and Spain were fighting a war. If the Spanish sailors caught Selkirk, they would probably kill him. If he wasn't killed, he would become a slave. A group of sailors were sent to the island from the Spanish ships. They were looking for food and water. They saw Selkirk and fired their guns at him. Fortunately, he wasn't hit. He ran away from the beach and into the tree. The Spanish sailors looked for Selkirk, but they couldn't find him. Then they went back to their ships and sailed away. Selkirk was left on the island with his cat and goat. He didn't see another human for years. When Selkirk had first come to the island, he had brought clothes and shoes with him. These were now very old and he couldn't wear them. He made new clothes from goatskin. He made hats, jackets, and pants. He didn't need shoes because by then his feet were very hard. Selkirk had learned to live on the island. He had food, clothes, and a home, but he was still lonely and bored. There was nothing to do on the island. Sometimes he wrote his name on trees with his knife. Sometimes he sang songs and danced with the goats. He still dreamed of being rescued. The end.